Hey VH1.com-ish. I'm Andy Dalton, and I'm here to tell you about one of my top worst movie, my favorite, the top movie on my bottom list, or the bottom movie on my top list. There's some kind of double entendre there that I'm not going to go into. Snakes on a Plane.
Can anybody hear me?
Snakes on a Plane. Snakes on a Plane, which was totally overhyped. And I gotta say, what was Samuel L. Jackson thinking when he signed on? I mean, I know he was in episode 1, 2, and 3 of Star Wars. Does he need to make any movies after that? Can we just remember him as the great, lone, African-American Jedi? So the plot is basically the lead character, Nathan Phillips. You remember, the hot one from Wolf Creek? I remember him. Anyway, he witnesses some crime, someone dies, another person dies, and then he's got to be at the trial in Los Angeles. So he's got to get from Hawaii to LA, and guess who's there to take him as his security guard, FBI agent, marshal, whatever he is? Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson was awesome in Pulp Fiction, but this movie is a royale with cheese. So to get to the mainland, rather than take a private jet like I always do when I'm island hopping, they decided to take a Brand X 747. Now, I must tell you that they overtook the first class cabin, but this movie was economy the whole way there. Samuel L. Jackson finds out that the snakes were released and that they're slowly killing people on the plane, including the captain, which consequently brings me to another movie where the captain was dead. It sounds like they need to find someone to fly that plane that didn't have fish for dinner. It took longer for this plane to get down than it did for the plot to get off the ground. I mean, Samuel L. Jackson is great and all, but in this movie, he's hell-bent on getting those snakes back on the ground, or in snake heaven, or how about getting us off the plane before I get out of the theater? Let me just save you the time and the money that I wasted on going to see this movie in the theater. Don't run, don't walk, don't go to your nearest Netflix or movie store to rent this DVD. Snakes on a Plane, bad. The sequel, Snakes on a Train, I just don't even want to know. Snakes on a Train has already left the station. Coming up next, I'll review When a Stranger Calls, and let me tell you right now, send it to voicemail. I'm Andy Dalton.